hide again to blow a bubble that will last all day.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
And they believed back in the day, man, that when you beat your kid, it was like you were correcting your child. Okay? I mean, my dad would beat the fuck out of me in the middle of the street, and the neighbors would stand there and cheer. They're like, what'd you do now? Oh, he stole something. What'd he steal? Candy bar. Oh, so he's in there bashing my head off the hood of the Jeep for a candy bar, you know? He's like, why'd you steal it? Because you didn't feed me. I mean, my old man used to fucking cook them good dinner. I always got leftovers every night.
I love leftovers.
Not when you put them all in the refrigerator all together in one pot and give it to you.
Yuck.
If the dog didn't eat it, I wasn't eating it. And I mean, I got that every day.
Did the dog get first dibs?
Huh?
Did the dog get first dibs?
The dog got first dibs. The dog died.
Did you eat the dog?
No, I didn't eat the dog. I thought he was trying to, though. But, poor Hunter. I named him the Hunter. After the little dog cartoon, the Hunter.
I am the Hunter.
But, yeah, he was mean to me like that. And like I said about the clothes, I mean, he dressed me up as a fucking cartoon. You know? He was just an asshole to me. Him and my Uncle Delry. My Uncle Delry now. He was another mean motherfucker. He tried to kill me like 3 times. Because a couple summers when I was like 8 or 9, I'd go over to Spokane to the 40 acres my grandpa had, and we'd skid logs. I mean, I learned to drive a D8 Caterpillar before I learned to ride a bike.
Damn.
I mean, I could jump up on a D8 Cat and grow that dumb bitch around the block. Up and down the street. You know. But I was setting chokers. They'd cut the trees down, and I'd set the chokers on them. And the old man would skid them out. Well, this one tree one time was coming at me, man. And I'm booking, man, because I'm fast as a motherfucker. The top branch, about that much of it, hit me in the back of the top of the tree, hit me in the back of the head. Well, knocked me down, knocked the wind out of me. Well, my dad was on the far side out over by the Peterbilt, the truck they used to call the trees, and my Uncle Delry was up by me. And he didn't even do anything, man. I'm laying around the ground, my fucking head open. And my dad comes running up, and he's like, I think it was probably the only time Urban actually ever saw him even actually care about me. Because he's like, Delry, why you didn't let him sit there and bleed? My Uncle Delry says, because I don't like him. He says, I don't know why you let Eileen, who was my mom, even bring him home from the orphanage. He goes, because I had to. Because see, what happened was, I was a fucking one night stand. I never met my real dad. Okay, and my mom married Irvin, had me, and then Irvin went to Vietnam. Okay, but he didn't go. Okay, he was over in Asia or Central Asian, whatever, over there in that Cambodia and Laos back in 1960 and 61. Vietnam didn't jump off until 62. Okay, but he was up in fucking Cambodia and Laos, and he was part of Air America. That shit's the true fucking story, man. They used to smuggle drugs, man. And the old man was a master sergeant in the Rangers, so what he'd do is he'd drop in a parachute into the jungle, go in and whack a whole goddamn town, man. He didn't give a fuck, he was a killer. Well, then when Vietnam jumped off, they took him and then put him back in the regular army, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then he became fucking what they call a tunnel rat. Where he'd go underground.
Yep.
Fight him underground and shit. But yeah, he was crazy. But my Uncle Doe just let me lay there and bleed. And the old man, I mean, they got in a heated discussion, and my dad was like, well, get up off the ground, Jimmy. I'm like, I tried to get up. I couldn't. My legs were all wobbly and shit. I couldn't stand up or nothing. I mean,
Cut.
Fucking tree fucked me up. Well,
Take 2.
when my little brother died, it was the other time that Joey tried to kill me. My little brother died. The Jeep that he got killed in was in he got killed in the Columbia River Gorge. You're coming out of Moses Lake and you go down the side of the mountain like this, and you go across the Columbia River and then up to a little town called Vantage. And it's a hill, man. It's like 20 miles straight to fuck up a hill, man. Well, the Jeep flipped about halfway up the hill. The U-joint snapped on the universal snapped on the drive shaft, and it flipped the Jeep. Well, that's what killed my brother with his seatbelt, because he couldn't get his seatbelt on. It threw my old man was sleeping, and it threw him completely out the back window. Okay, well, there's like 6 truckers coming up the hill, and they seen it, and they all pulled over, and they're trying to lift the fucking Jeep off my brother. You know what I'm saying? Because he was still alive, and they couldn't get it off him. All of a sudden, my dad come out of nowhere and picked the whole fucking motor and everything of the Jeep up. And he lifted it. The one trucker said he must have lifted it 4 feet off the fucking ground.
Damn.
And they got my brother out, and then the ambulance shows up. Now, instead of taking him to Washington State University Trauma Center, which was like 20 miles away, they chose to take him to Ellensburg, which is 40 miles away, and he died en route to Ellensburg. Okay? Well, the state patrol put my dad on a Greyhound bus and sent him home in shock. Okay? My mom, he wasn't home, and my mom was like, I came home after I heard, at the ranch, they told me my brother died, so right away, Don Gray, the director, he went down and got me a bus ticket, and I headed home. Well, I get home, and like I said, my mom's like, I get there, it only takes a day. I get there, and I was like, hey, where's Dad? And she's like, I don't know. They put him on a bus 3 days ago, and nobody's seen him since. I said, what? She's like, yeah. I said, well, what was the last stop that you know that he would have made? She said in Seattle. I'm like, well, ain't that a big one? Seattle's a big goddamn city. And I've been to the bus station in Seattle, and it's down in Skid Row, man. I mean, that's where every piece of shit degenerate of society is at. Well, fucking, my mom's like, well, she hands me her car keys. I was only like I said, 16 or 17. And I jump in the car and I head to the fucking bus station in Seattle. Well, I pull up in there, man, and fucking, I don't see him.
You need to borrow a job with your broke ass. Always trying to smoke up somebody's shit. The hell on, Felicia.
Remember that.
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Craig.
Bye, Felicia.